Hello, my name is Alicia. How are you doing today? I want you to know that this is a safe place and everything we discuss in this room is confidential. This means everything we say will remain between us unless you're going to hurt yourself, someone else, or someone else is hurting you. I believe that there's no such thing as sharing too little or too much. Our conversation will depend on your comfort level. That being said, I'd like to hear what's on your mind.
Okay, my name's Sarah. I'm 22. I just graduated with my undergraduate degree in sociology. I'm living at home now with my parents. I don't know, I don't really know what else to say. I'm kind of at loss, kind of confused. I guess that's why I'm here. I just want some help and guidance. So I did some research and here I am.
First off, congratulations on graduating. That is such a great achievement.
Thanks. I couldn't wait for it to end, but now that it's over, I just want to go back. It's weird.
College can be stressful, but an exciting time. Can you tell me more about that?
I don't really know. I was basically over the partying, just the going out and everything like that. I just wanted it to be over with. I was ready to move on to the next step, but here I am, and I don't feel like that anymore. Now I want to go back.
From what I hear, you were motivated to move on to the next chapter of your life, but you're now feeling lost in how you're moving forward.
Basically.
Transition can be challenging for recent college graduates, especially those who go away to school and move back home after graduation. What has this recent transition been like for you?
I was really excited to move back home. I'm close with my parents, and whenever I would go on breaks and stuff, I'd be really excited to see them. And like I said before, I was just over the college life, but it somehow only lasted 3 days, and after those 3 days were up, I just found myself reminiscing a lot, and I don't know, I thought I would be happy, and I was just sad all the time.
It's a big change. It's going to be different, and I understand that it's upsetting when you're feeling a lot differently than you anticipated. What comes to mind when you compare your life at school to your life now?
Structure, routine, friends.
Okay, so I understand that your structure and routines have changed along with your friends. Can you tell me more about that?
Structure is my go-to. I don't know, maybe I'm a type A personality. I like knowing what I'm gonna do, at the beginning of the day type thing. Friends, I don't really have any at home, but at school I did, so that's definitely, I'm sure, a big thing that's going on right now, because I'd be able to just walk over to my friend's house whenever I wanted to see her at school, and now my closest friends are easily over 45 minutes away, so I can't just see them when I want to. And at home, I work a lot. At school, I'd babysit sometimes, but at home, I work a lot. I kind of make a joke and call myself a workaholic because it's all I do. And it's probably a little bit of a problem because it's just I don't leave any time to do anything else. But I don't know. I don't know.
From what I hear, you spent a lot of time in class and with your friends while at home you just worked. How long have you been working? You also mentioned you wouldn't go to class if you felt like you didn't want to go. Can you elaborate?
Thinking about it, I probably started having my low days, as I call it, at the end of my semester. I would just wake up and I just wouldn't want to go to class. And I actually still have nightmares to this day about not graduating because of the class. I actually emailed my teacher and was basically just I can't get this paper in. Can I still pass the class somehow? And he basically was just like, I'll give you a D plus. And I still kind of have nightmares about it. Like, that's embarrassing. I'm a hard worker. I always have been. So to know that basically I was like, I can't do this, and like I took the big leap in a bad way and was like, well, even though I don't do it, like I might not graduate. It's just so unlike me. So sometimes I would just wake up and be like, I know I need to go to class, but I don't want to. So I don't know, that would happen a lot, and I'd go to school randomly.
So you mentioned that these behaviors were unlike you. Looking back, how do you feel about it?
I mean, it's embarrassing. Like I said, it's not like me. So it's like really out of character. And like, you know how I said I love to work? I like have just put that before everything else type of thing, if that makes any sense. So it probably started like around the time I started working on stuff.
So when you think of work as a passion and that's something that distracts you, how do you feel about that?
I mean, I feel great about it. Like, it's definitely a really awesome quality to have, like, to be a hard worker and want to help other people. But, like, it's become my life, and I don't really know if it's a good thing or a healthy thing.
So, from what I understand, you increased the amount that you worked, and it became your entire life. Do you know what may have caused you to stop working, and as you said, made it become your entire life?
I mean, I think it just became my entire life because I didn't have a lot of friends at home. But like, I haven't been working for the past 3 months, and obviously, like that's not me, and like I want to cry right now, like just thinking about it. So like, I don't know.
It's upsetting and pretty frustrating when something that is important to you becomes something that you dread. Like, how do you handle these negative thoughts? Were you able to challenge them?
It was really hard. I've tried to get out of bed even when all I'm doing is thinking about, like, I don't want to do this, I don't want to do that, I just want to sleep, I'm so tired. Because, like, I hate sleeping my days away, but honestly, I'm here now because I don't know how to challenge them. I've tried, and I just have failed on my own.
I understand it's challenging, and I'm glad that you have shared as much as you have. It's given me the opportunity to learn more about you, and I thank you for that. Thus far, how would you identify ways to cope with these feelings?
I mean, I haven't coped. I mean, I guess you'd say I've coped not in a positive way, though. I just sleep. Not only have I stopped going to work, but I haven't told the families. So, like, for instance, I've woken up to text messages before and then being like, Sarah, have you forgotten, like, you're supposed to babysit, we're waiting for you. And, like, that sucks to think about. It's just, like, that's embarrassing, that's so unlike me. But at the time, it felt worse. Like, the thought of going to work felt worse than just not answering them and just blowing them off.
Deciding whether or not to begin medication is a very big step, and I commend you for being so strong and trying to do what you feel is best. It's also a very sensitive topic, so it can be difficult to explain that to your family and the people you work for. Although it's not something you're happy about, it takes a few weeks, at least a month for the medication to take effect. So try to be patient. It's a process, but it's worth it. I'd like to give you some homework if you're open to it.
Depends what it is.
I'd like you to journal your feelings, specifically noting when you're feeling higher or lower than what seems to be your personal norm, what you're used to when you do this. It would be a good thing to try to think about about your surroundings and identify anything emotionally, mentally, physically, or socially that may be playing a factor. by doing this, it allows you the chance to look back and see the patterns that are there.
I mean, I've tried this before, but I didn't stick to it. My friends have like tried to help me, but I didn't stick to it. And I mean, it definitely would help me like see what my patterns are, like why am I feeling like this? Because I definitely haven't thought about like the environment around me and like what's going on. So I could do that. Is it just gonna be for me, or are you gonna see it?
I'd like to discuss your feelings during our next few sessions. It could help us when creating a daily plan to help you bring you up during those down moments. How does that sound?
That sounds good. I'll do it. Thanks so much. This definitely helps me a little bit. Yeah, I'll try to do that.
Thank you so much for coming in. I look forward to hearing what